All right, hello everyone. We are going to jump into some more Tour 7 fun here. Trying to build a little bit of a database for you guys. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't have, the best updated content for Tour 7. I've been focused on, I did 7 early on. I had trouble getting a lot of the same wins. Not to mention the database used to be kind of limited. We had about 3 shootouts maybe for a while. And then they did kind of just recently expand that a bit. And here we're getting this Juniper Par 5. We're going to do this a little bit differently. So now that we had downwind, we are going to probably go a little bit more aggressive here. And I'm assuming, especially with the ball that my opponent has on, that he's going to do very similar. The best advice I can give you for this is, to kind of lay off the topspin. If you execute this first fairway, chances of you holding the second fairway are going to be minimal with all that topspin. So there you can see my opponent going a little bit long. Now we are going to go at this with a Titan ball. You either need to use a Titan or a Kingmaker. I'm going to just use a Titan ball just to have a little bit extra wind resistance here. Keep in mind what I'm doing with my land zone. And like I mentioned, I'm trying to, anticipate the second bounce where it's going to be. And I'm just trying to essentially put it just in the bunker. So maybe about 2 topspin might be perfect. And we're going to play more straight up, a little bit more towards the edge here with just a little bit of curl. So kind of like this. And hopefully, there's perfect ball timing. And kind of the goal to do it this way is to kind of hopefully, and there you see it does hit the fairway, and hopefully hold it. And that's the reason that you back off the top spin. And there you see me able to do that with a Titan ball. Unfortunately, you do have to have a nice power ball on. And that's one of the reasons that I don't agree with these holes coming in Tour 7. They're just too hard for Tour 7. So, especially a player like me who comes back to Tour 7, I can just, breeze through these Tour 7 holes. And I'm telling you, these guys who are first seeing these for the first time, these are advanced holes. These should only be in Tour 10 right now. So, if you guys can, put in tickets and maybe, mention that to them, that's the only way that they're going to respond. So, that is going to be something that, I think should be brought up is, these holes should not be in Tour 7. They're just too hard for Tour 7. These are very challenging holes. And, the way that I tend to go at it, like this, why don't we go for, why don't I just show you this technique right here. It's going to be a little bit more of an advanced technique. It's going to be very hard to execute as well. As you can see, a very small landing window here. Notice we are into power, so I'm going to play a little bit of an overplay with my ring adjustment. So a little bit closer to four rings here, as opposed to, the typical 3.4. I'll do a little bit of an overplay. And let's just see if we can't land it on that spot and get it going towards the hole. And there's going to be your one real chance to albatross it. Is going to be very similar to what I did. And notice how I underplayed the wind just slightly, and I probably played maybe 3.7, 3.8 rings. So almost right on, spot on. 4 rings there would have been perfect. So keep that in mind. Anytime that you have, you don't have to play it quite as aggressive as I did. You can do kind of a combination. If you're not going to go for that shot and don't want to risk it, you don't have to. Just go ahead and, full backspin it into the center of the green. There's no point of, going for the hole out because you're probably not going to get it. And here you see my opponent missing that shot. I am going to give him the shootout. Hopefully he knows and does not try to forfeit out. But we are going to try to go to shootout here, and I'm going to try to do this very quickly, if I can, just to kind of keep him on here before he forfeits. So I am going to split these videos up as well. So I will see you guys on the shootout, and good luck with this hole. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and at least gave you a look at an alternative method to potentially win this hole with an actual albatross. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys next time for the shootout.